Hey guys, Constance here. Welcome back to A Good Life Farm. Oh, so I have come out here to the greenhouse because my greenhouse is kind of my happy place. It is just, I love coming out here. It's very peaceful. You know, I've got my sun catchers in the windows, and it's just tranquil out here. And especially after the day I've had today. Today was tax day. And I will tell you that, you know, last year was pretty bad when it came to tax day, and it was a real punch in the gut last year. This year is double. Yeah. Not a good day, but coming out to the greenhouse is always a great way to just take a deep breath and just have a moment and get away from the computer and not think about my taxes. But I wanted to mention a couple of things. First of all, in my Monday video, there was a clip where I was out in the pasture pulling weeds. I had countless questions about that weed puller. I actually did a video on it specifically about a year or so ago. That weed puller is made by Fiskars, and it is a 4-prong weed puller. Now, I will tell you that thing is worth its weight in gold, and I think it was last spring. The handle of mine, it felt like it was starting to break, and I was kind of in a panic because I love that weed puller and I just did not want this thing to die on me. And my wonderful subscribers went on the hunt and actually found it for me. So I was able to get another one. Now, the one I was using in the video is actually still my original one. I just wrapped the handle up with some duct tape, and it's still doing the job. But I've got a second one as a backup. So if that one ever kicks the bucket, or when it does, because you know it will eventually, I will have one that I can still use. And Fiskars makes a couple different weed pullers, but this one in particular, the way it is made, those 4 toothed prongs go in around that weed root and they clamp down on it. And when you pull it up, it pulls the whole thing up. It's amazing. So I do know it is available on Amazon, and I have a link down below if you want to check that out. Like I said, it's worth its weight in gold. This week, I was kind of out and about a little bit. I had to go to the feed store, had to run a few different errands, and while I happened to be in Cullman, Alabama, I went by my favorite mercantile and I picked up just a couple of things. It wasn't a lot. You know, I've been trying to be very frugal because I did know that tax day was coming, so I was kind of preparing for that. But I did pick up a couple of things, and so I thought I would share with you what it is that I got. Now, you guys know that I love aprons. I have many of them. I have ones that I make. I have ones that I have bought, like this linen one. But I do have a couple of aprons there in the mercantile, and I love this one. And it's kind of like a, I don't know, it almost looks like burlap, but it's not quite burlap. But it's got the straw, it's striped, and it's got a great big pocket in the front, and it has the adjustable strap. So the strap slides through there to adjust to any size person. So the neck and the back, it's all completely adjustable. I love aprons like this. I've actually made a couple like this in the past. Maybe I can think about doing that again. But in any case, I have another apron for my collection of many aprons. And then, like I said, I just got a couple of things. They have these these really fantastic candles. I am a candle fanatic. That is the truth. And this particular one, and this is the second time I've bought this one. It's made by the Miller Farm Candle Company in Falkville, Alabama, which is just south of my town. And this one is the vanilla nut coffee, and it's actually got some coffee beans like in the candle, and it smells amazing. So, and they put it in a blue ball jar. Then there was something else that they just started carrying there at the Mercantile, and this is something else that I really, really love, and that is goat milk soaps. At some point, I do plan on making goat milk soaps myself here. That was one of the reasons I wanted to get goats. But they had a bunch of them in there, and I picked up 2. This one has the fragrance called White Birch, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of a woodsy, but a sweet smell. Not really masculine, but also not too feminine either. So it would go for men or women, I think. And then this one is Bergamot Grapefruit. And this one has an amazing, and this one smells really good as well. I'm very much about how things smell. If it doesn't matter how amazing something feels on your skin, if it doesn't smell good, I'm not going to use it. But that is it. Like I said, this was just a really small haul from the Mercantile. Just a candle and some goat milk soaps and another apron from my collection. But yes, so I thought I would share that with all of you guys. So when I get done out here in the greenhouse, I'm actually going to head into the house and pull some ground beef out of my freezer. I mentioned the other day that I needed to do some canning, and I need to make the taco meat that I have been talking about for ages now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that meat out. That way it's thawed, and that will prompt me to make sure it happens, because, you know, if I don't make the time to do something and just declare that it has to be done, then my day is going to end up getting filled with other things, and then it just gets pushed back, and I hate doing that. And so I figure if I go in there and I pull out all that meat, I certainly don't want it to go to waste, so that will help me make sure I get it on my schedule for this week. It is going to be a little bit of a busy one. So tomorrow, which is the day that this video goes up, I actually have a live discussion with my friends, Tangi from Freedom Homestead, Julie from Row & Co Farms, and Anna from Fermented Homestead. We have been reading through the Beyond Labels book by Joel Salatin and Sina McCullough, and it is just a really good step-by-step, do things in little bites way of looking at our food, looking at where it comes from, and also looking beyond the labels that are on our food, because for one thing, those labels can be very deceptive, and so learning more about them, learning what things really mean, can help us make better decisions about the way that we eat, and just kind of prompt us to do better. And so we have been working our way through this book bit by bit, or bite by bite, and it's been a lot of fun. We do weekly videos over at Freedom Homestead. There were a couple weeks that I missed. One of them I actually had a doctor's appointment, and then the other one I had pigs that had showed up. But for the most part, I've been able to participate with all of them. And when this video goes live, we will have just completed this week's video, but you can catch it on the replay. And so I would love for you to go check that out if you are interested. I will put a link to the book down below where you can get that. I think it is a great resource for someone who's just wanting to learn more about the food system and where the food comes from and what the labels mean and what the overseers who you would think do certain things don't really. I'll just leave it at that. And you definitely want to read the book, or at the very least go back and watch all of the videos where we are discussing it, and you can pick up a few little things, a few little nuggets from those conversations. But that is it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me here again at the homestead. My name is Constance at A Good Life Farm, and I'll talk to y'all next time.